Hello everyone, this is my first YouTube video. My name's Tristan, and today I'm gonna put an exhaust pipe and plastics on an SSR 110. And to put on and take off the exhaust pipe, you need a 5/16 wrench and either a 10mm socket or a 10mm wrench. I suggest taking off the skid plate first before you put the pipe and muffler on because it makes it a lot easier. It's only a few bolts. Whenever you get the old pipe off and the skid plate off, you're just gonna want to get this little piece and slide it onto those two screws right there, and then use the two nuts from taking off the old pipe, and then screw those on. So after you use your 10mm sprocket to tighten those the two nuts from the old pipe, it should look something like this. And then after that, you're just gonna wanna slide the muffler on. The exhaust that I bought came with this. This is the thing to secure the muffler to make sure it doesn't move. And then all you're gonna wanna do is just take this piece. I think some of them come like pre-bent, and you're gonna wanna like wrap it around the exhaust, and then you're gonna have to screw it in that hole. And when you're done with the muffler and the pipe, it should look something like this. To screw on these two bolts, I used an 11mm wrench on the left side and a 12mm socket on like a little screwdriver thing on the right side. It is a little bit hard to get on, but once you get it, it should stay. This is a sound test. It sounds pretty nice. I'd rate it a solid 8.5 out of 10. It was definitely a lot better than my old exhaust. Alright, now that you're done with the exhaust, you can put the skid plate back on, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to go ahead and skip to putting the plastics on. Alright, so after you're done with the exhaust, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the front fender plastic. And all I used, there's 3 bolts that you need to put onto this. And I'm using a 5/16 socket on this little screwdriver thing. And they're pretty easy to screw in. It doesn't take too long either. Make sure to not put in that bolt right there, and before you do that, you have to slide like the front plastic. You have to like slide this piece of plastic in between that. Alright, now it should be like kind of like flappy like this, but if you want it to like not be flappy, you have to take off like your bars, and then put this piece under it. Next, you want to get the front right side plastic. My plastic kit came with new bolts. You don't have to use the new bolts, but it did come with them. So you can use these, but you can also use the old ones. Now, after you get the first bolt on, it should look like this. Now you just gotta screw the second bolt on. You're just gonna want to use one of these and then screw it into like the gas tank. And now you're gonna do the exact same thing, but just for the other side. This is what it should look like so far. Now for all the back plastics, there's no screws because I don't have a seat yet, but you just wanna like, there's these little things you just wanna snap, put them together, and then you can put them on. Now after all of that, it should look somewhat like this. Since I don't have a seat, I can't show you it with the seat on. I ordered a seat and it'll come tomorrow, so I'll post part 2 tomorrow. This is the end of part 1 of the SSR build series.